Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so yesterday we just started with something, nothing actually. So I just given some programming fundamentals. What are the different kind of? Let me go to the yesterday class. Yeah, just find fundamentals of the programming. So first of all, we discussed about what is program, what is programming. Okay, so whenever you have some programming language, there are multiple kind of programming languages which are going to be available. C is there, C++ is there, Java is there, PHP is there. Every programming is going to be a syntax, syntactically different, but concept is same. So whatever the concept you have to deliver to the machine. Okay, computer computers can able to understand only machine code. Computers can able to understand only machine code. But you want to give a simple instruction. I want to add two numbers. I want to subtract two numbers. I want to divide two numbers. Then you cannot able to say using by the machine code to the computer. What you have to do is you write a simple program, something like a plus b. So when you are trying to giving some statement, when you are trying to giving some statement, that statement a number of steps we are going to be providing. That number of steps is called actually programming. You're trying to providing number of steps to the computer, that is called programming. So ఈ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ చేయడానికి then definitely we need to have different languages. ఓకే, ఆ లాంగ్వేజెస్ లో నుంచి ఈ గ్రూవీ అనేది ఒకటి జావా బేస్ చేసుకొని డెవలప్ చేశారు. వి హావ్ ఆల్రెడీ జావా ప్రోగ్రామింగ్, జేవిఎం మీద జావా వర్క్ చేస్తుంది, జావా వర్చువల్ మిషన్ మీద. సో దాన్ని టాప్ లెవెల్లో జావాని బేస్ చేసుకొని గ్రూవీ అనేది ఒకటి ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేశారు. గ్రూవీ స్క్రిప్టింగ్ అనమాట యాక్చువల్లీ. Groovy is the programming and Groovy is a scripting language. Even Python also
Shiv,
scripting. Even JavaScript
sorry,
also.
Shiva, sorry to disturb you.
Yeah,
Better
please.
to take in English because many people will be from not in from Andhra. If they want to
That's
come in
fine. That's
the
fine. I don't mind. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm also from Telugu, but still, no, people might see if somebody wants to listen it.
Correct.
Probably
Correct.
Kiran will share in the one of the group. So if these
Fine.
guys are
Fine.
interested, probably
Fine.
they can able to. Yeah. Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Understand. Hmm.
Yeah.
So can I go with the yeah? So whenever you are telling some number of statements to the computer, so that number of statements which are going to be providing to the computer, computer can able to understand only machine code. So directly you cannot able to say machine code to the computer. In that we are trying to giving a number of steps using by the programming language. Okay, that programming languages may be different. You have C, you have C++, you have JavaScript, you have Python, you have C sharp. Okay, you have Java, you have Ruby on Rails, you have Perl, and you have something like Groovy. See, some programming languages are object oriented. Some programming languages are scripted. Some programming languages are document oriented. There are multiple kind of programming languages. But now we are trying to entering into the Groovy. Groovy is Java based programming. We have already Java. We already have Java programming. So, Java is a very popular object oriented programming languages. On top of the Java, Groovy was developed. Used on Java, Groovy was implemented. Used on Java, Groovy was implemented. Why? Because of Java is a programming language which is going to be a compiled programming language, and Java is going to be executing by JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Even Groovy also executing by the JVM. Even Groovy also executing by the JVM. But Groovy have some special kind of features. What Groovy is going to be having? Java is basically static typed programming. Java is a static typed programming, but Groovy is not like that. Groovy is a static and dynamic typed programming. I will tell you what is static, what is dynamic. Groovy is static and dynamic. Groovy is static typed and Groovy is at the same time dynamic typed. I will tell you what is the static typed, what is the dynamic typed later. clearly explain it about static type and dynamic type. Okay. So now let us try to go with the programming. You people are going to be using the Groovy for the CPI something. So Groovy CPI is something like a SAP related tool. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to give the programming fundamentals on Groovy first for you, and for that I will use there is one online compiler for the programming. We can use online compiler for Groovy programming. And before that, so let us try to open the folder. What is the folder yesterday? So what is that? So programming funda. Yes. So yesterday we discussed there are some different kind of programming fundamentals we will be having. The very important one is variable, and one thing is data types, and one thing is loops and conditions, and we will be having some kind of functions. Sorry, one more thing is functions. One more thing is something like classes, and one more thing is object-oriented programming structure, something like OOPS, and one more thing is exception handling. Okay. So these are the common programming fundamentals. You go for any programming language. You go for C, you go for C++, you go for Java, Python, wherever you go. But C is not object oriented. So in C language, you will don't have this OOPS and classes, but remaining concepts are there. Okay, so let us try to understand Groovy programming first of all. Okay, let us try to define some variables. So before going to all these things, there are some few fundamental things. One is the comments. Comments are common topic in any programming language. And one more thing is print something, print statements, print statements. So these two are a very important any programming language. Comments are important to hide the content, and printing statements are very important when you want to give some headings for the program flow understand, or you want to specify this concept is related to that, this concept is related to that. So then these comments are very useful. So I will explore how to write comments in Groovy, and I will explore how to go with the print statements in Groovy, everything. And I will compare with other programming languages also, if you want. Okay, I already told you Groovy is scripted language or scripting language. Okay, developed based on Java or JVM. Okay, what is the meaning of JVM? Means Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. Okay, whenever you are trying to installing Groovy, before installing Groovy, please install Java also in your system. Okay, when you want to do practice Groovy locally in your machine, that is mandatory. But locally installation is not needed for you people. Okay, only practicing the fundamentals. You can go with the online editors. There are multiple. Okay, you can practice Groovy any programming language. You can do like this. Practice any programming language. There are two ways. Practicing programming, there are two ways. The one way is local install, and the second way is online editors. Okay, so people go with local installation, or people go with the online editor. Both are okay. Both are okay. So if you want to learn programming, yes, you can learn programming with a local installation or online editor. Both are fine. Okay, let me go with the online editor. My system capacity is very less. I cannot able to install. So my uh, let me show. Storage is very less. Okay. So let us go with online editor only for the programming fundamentals, right? So let me go with the okay Groovy online editor, online playground. So you can search like this. Open browser. Okay, open browser. Anybody? Open browser and search for this. Groovy online playground. Search for this Groovy online playground. So there you can able to play with the Groovy code. Okay, let me search for this. Okay, the first one. Okay, onecompiler.com. Onecompiler.com is the Groovy compiler. So can you see this? Can you see this? This window. This window is going to
Yeah.
be actually splitting into the two sections. Everybody can see this window.
Yes, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the online compiler. No need to pay for this. You can directly use to practice the Groovy programming, whatever you want. Okay. The first thing I want to go for the print statements. Print statements. If you want to print the statements, let me give the comment for this. So this double backslash is a single line comment. Okay. Let me write down comments now. Okay. Comments are basically comments are using for uh, provide headings, provide headings to understand the program flow, to understand program flow. And one more point, comments are not executables. Comments are not executables. Remember these 2 points. Comments are using comments are providing to understand the program flow, and comments are not executables. And any programming language, there are two kind of comments. Okay, one is the single line comment, one is the single line comment, one is the multi-line comment. Okay, even in Groovy also we will be having a single line, we will be having multi-line. Okay, how to work with the single line, I will tell you. Single line comment should be using with the double backslash. Multi-line comment will be, okay, so something like this. Okay, here you can say something like a single statement, and here for multi-line comment you can use like this. Okay, so statement 1 and statement 2. So you can write a number of statements like this, and finally star backslash. Okay, backslash star and statement 1, statement 2, and number of statements you can write like this and close the star backslash. This is the multi-line comment. Okay, I am opening the online playground now. Okay, everybody can able to see this online playground here. So I'm just giving the single line comment here, print statement. Okay, if you want to work with the print statements, what we want to do? Okay, printing statements. Printing statements. Okay, this is very useful in your workflow also, in your projects also. Every time you want to check what is the response coming back and what is the program flow going on. Printing is very important. Every time you are writing the printing statement to understand what is happening with this function and what is actually happening with the program and all. Okay, so let me go in Java. In Java, if you want to print something, you need to write a very bigger statement. System dot out dot println kind of thing. System dot out dot println, and you can write something hello Java. So this is basically for Java. I'm writing for Java. So this is the Java programming. When I go for Python, if I go for Python, just like a print hello Python. Just look into this. What is happening here? Comparing with multiple programming languages I am working. Okay, let me go for the JavaScript. When I go for the JavaScript, okay, console.log. Okay, different programming languages, different kind of printing statements. But coming to the Groovy now. Now we are in Groovy. For Groovy, what is happening? I already told you Groovy developed on top of Java. Groovy developed on top of Java. So just you can go like println and no parenthesis needed. So can you see Java, we have some parenthesis to keep the statement. Even for Python also, you have some parenthesis to keep the statement. Even for JavaScript also, you have parenthesis to keep the statement. But for Groovy, there is no parenthesis needed to keep the statement. Directly, you can just print hello Groovy. Print hello Groovy. That's all. That is enough. Print ln hello Groovy. That is enough. Okay. So I hope everybody can able to understand what is happening here. Can I go practically this? Can I go practically this comments and printing statements now? So already I given comment. I just given comment what is happening for the print statements here. Okay, let me go println, println. Okay, hello, hello Groovy. Okay, can I execute this?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is happening with this? What is the output of this? Can you see what is the output of this? So here, this is the this particular online compiler is going to be splitting into the two sections. One section is the program writing section. Another section is the output section. Another section is the output section. Okay. So here I am writing a statement println hello Groovy, and I can able to see the output as hello Groovy. Okay. So can I go with the single quotes Groovy println? Okay. Hi Groovy. Okay, so let me execute. I'm working with the single quotes. I'm working with the double quotes. Both are working. Both are working fine. So you can write a print statement with two kind of things. One is println double quotes you can use. Another one is single quotes also you can use. Single quotes also you can use. No worries. Okay, no worries. But triple single quotes, triple double quotes will not work like Python. Hmm. Okay, let me go. Okay, let me go with the multiple lines. Okay. Uh, Hi, hello. Okay, good morning. Okay, n number of statements you can write it, and you can compile it. Everything is going to be getting the output. That is fine. But this is okay. This is okay. But I want to go for simple addition program. I want to go for simple addition program. Everybody know how to work with the addition. Okay, let me go something like first number is equal to 100. But whenever you are trying to giving the variable, definitely you need to give some data type. Int fnum is equal to 100 and int snum. What is this fnum? What is this snum here? Anybody? Fnum is some variable. Snum is some variable. Variable name. Variable name. Variable name. Yesterday I told you. Whenever you want to define a variable, a container is needed. Memory location or container is needed. This container name is something like f_num, and this container name is something like s_num. That container name is fnum. That container name is snum. Fnum, we are actually placing the value 100, and snum, we are placing the value 200. This container, we are actually pouring the value 100, and this container we are pouring the value 200. Imagine there is something like a teacup in the real time. So one teacup is there, one coffee cup is there. In teacup we are pouring the tea. In coffee cup we are pouring the coffee. Okay, tea is a kind of integer data, coffee is a kind of a floating kind of data. A milk cup, there is a one more milk cup. Okay, we are pouring the milk. Milk is the kind of string data. Different cup, different name, which is going to be having. So remember variables. Okay, let us, everything is understanding? Okay, int, what is the int here? What is the int here? Data type. Data type compulsory we can go. And this is the kind of static typing. Okay, later I will tell you what is the static typing, what is the dynamic typing. Okay, right now I am working with the static typing. And finally, int summation. Summation is equal to fnum plus s num. Fnum already having 100. S-num already having 200. Finally, I want to get the summation. Summation is equal to F-num plus S-num. So finally, println summation. I want to get summation. That's all. The totally, I am writing 4 lines of the code. Totally, I am writing 4 lines of the code. These 4 lines of the code is called programming. This program I'm trying to executing, and this lines 4 lines I am writing, right? Writing 4 lines is actually called programming. A total 4 lines is called program. Okay, execute totally. So finally, I can able to see 300. Everybody can see 300 here. Everybody can see 300 output here.
Yeah.
So that is what actually. So this addition, I can able to see the addition. Okay, for example, this is addition. We already have 2 variables. Now let me go subtraction. Subtraction is equal to fnum minus snum. Fnum minus snum. And finally, println subtraction. Okay, so just go with the run. And subtraction is minus 100. At the same time, you can try to work with the multiple things. So subtraction is there, division is multiplication is there, division is there. Okay, one more thing is multiplication. One more thing is multiplication. When you want to go for the multiplication, you can use the star symbol. And one we think division. For division, you can go with the slash symbol. Okay, println, this is multiplication. This is division. I'm just trying to providing. This is addition, and this is subtraction. This is multiplication. This is division. Okay, just I'm changing comment also. Just I'm changing comment also. Okay, finally execute the program after writing all these things. What is happening here? Let me run this. Okay, can you see? This is addition. This is subtraction. This is multiplication. This is division. Everything is going to be coming. Every output you can able to see. Am I right? Am I right? So everybody got understand about this printing statements and all. Can I copy this program here? Okay, I'll keep here. Example for practice. Okay, so let's go for the static typing and dynamic typing. Static typing and dynamic typing. What is the meaning of static typing? What is the meaning of dynamic typing? Static typing, definitely you need to specify
Yes,
the
you're saying that there were dynamic declarations, like for
right,
example, the
right.
variables.
Yes. Static declaration, dynamic declaration.
Yeah, you whatever you have shown that is a static
Static typing.
declaration.
Yes, correct.
So now you're going to demonstrate on the
Both,
timing, right?
both. I will demonstrate both now.
Okay.
Okay. Static static typing declaration. Static typing declaration. We need to provide data type before variable name. Before variable name. Okay, we already know that. So something like int x is equal to 10. Okay, float y is equal to 10.56. String name is equal to something like Groovy. This is a kind of static declaration. Now, dynamic declaration, dynamic typing, dynamic typing declaration. Dynamic typing declaration, we need to use def keyword. We need to use def keyword before any variable, any variable declaration, any kind of data, we don't care about it. Any kind of variable name, just go with the def keyword. Def x is equal to 10 and def y is equal to 10.56. Def name is equal to Groovy. Okay, everywhere only def keyword we need to use. Okay, what is the major difference between that and this? We will see. What is the major difference between that and this? We will see. Def allows dynamic typing. This int float to string allows only static typing. Can I go with the def now? Okay, let's try to understand those things now. First, I go with the static typing. We already know about the static typing. Okay, so let me go string name is equal to Groovy. Now name is equal to 100. Later, okay, so let me go println name. Again, println name. Can I print this?
Yeah.
What is happening here? So first of all, I am trying to providing the string name Groovy. Again, println something like a name. And again for the name, I am trying to providing the value called 100. And println 100. Already name is available. Already variable is available. And I am trying to providing the integer value for that. And again, I am trying to printing this. So this is called a static typing. Let me go with the dynamic typing. Let me go with the dynamic typing. Okay, there is a keyword called def. Def name is equal to myself, I am Srinivas. Okay, println name. Okay, so now you can see def name is equal to Srinivas. Okay, name is already defined. I cannot go for the name again. I'm just saying that name 1. Okay, now Srinivas is available. Name 1 is equal to something like Rajesh. I can say Rajesh. Now println, okay, name 1. Okay, so Srinivas actually changing to Rajesh. So this is actually called a dynamic typing. So mostly in Groovy, you don't use a static typing. Mostly people are going to be working with the dynamic typing. But Groovy supports both. Groovy supports both. You can go with the both kind of declarations. But mostly in Groovy, people are not following the Java kind of declarations. People are working with the dynamic kind of declarations. Something like a def keyword uses. Mostly whatever the data we are going to be defining. For example, I want to define something like fruits. Okay, fruits is equal to, okay, I want to have apple, orange. Okay, this is a kind of array. Okay, banana. Okay, so println fruits. Okay, all the fruits are going to be coming now. Okay, so println fruits of 0. What is the zeroth element I want to see? Okay, something like that. Okay, so println. Can you see? This is basically called array. Later we will discuss about the array. Array means nothing but list. Some programming languages it is called array. Some programming languages it is called a list. In Java we will call as array, but in Groovy we will call this one as list. This is called a list. Okay, so this is the first object, first element in list, first element in list. Like that. Like that we are trying to working. So let me go copy this one. Static typing, dynamic typing, example. I'm keeping the nodes for you. You can do practice later. I'm keeping the nodes. You can do practice later. Okay. There is one thing. There is one thing, something like expressions. Expressions in Groovy. So when you want to work with the expressions, you can use a dollar symbol. Let me go. Println. Println. Okay. Let me go expression 10 plus 20 using with the dollar. Okay, what is happening with this? Okay. Okay, I missed expression, Groovy expression. 1 second. Yeah, dollar curly braces only. What is happening with this dollar curly braces? Okay. Yeah, this one. No single quotes, no double quotes. Okay, got issue. No. We should get 30 actually. We should get 30. What is happening with this? Let's see later about expressions. Something is missing.
Srinivas,
Yes, please.
so what's the main difference between these static and the dynamic? If you're define def as a variable and you're using the same variable in later, so the
Mm.
meaning that it
Yes,
overlaps
yes.
the
Yes.
it
Yeah,
overlaps the latest value, right?
yeah,
So when
majorly
actually you'll be using it, in what scenarios you'll be using it, like def.
in
So in all
static.
the scenarios we'll be using the def, right?
Yes, definitely. See, what is the meaning of
Oh,
static typing is static typing allocates the memory before providing the value. For variable, allocating the memory before providing the value.
yeah.
So let me explain. Let me explain. So we are allocating the memory location before giving the value. Before pouring the value, we are giving the location for the memory, for the variable.
Okay.
That is actually called a static typing.
Static one. Okay.
But dynamic typing, when you are pouring the value, then only memory allocation is actually allocated. That is
So
using
when
with the
you
def.
compile it, when you do the compiling, then
Yes,
only
yes,
the
yes. When you are compiling the program, then only memory allocation is actually giving.
okay.
But before compilation, we are giving the memory allocation. That is static typing.
So one thing is, see, if you pour the value,
Mm,
the first value, and later on you define the same value later on in the program,
mm,
so whatever you pour that particular value will be replaced by the original value.
exactly.
So means that so you're not
One
wasting the
second, one
memory at
second.
the
Session
runtime.
is ending. Session is ending. Please join one more time.
Okay.
This is Zoom session, right? So it will give only 40 minutes for us.
No, right. Okay.
Please join one more time. Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah. So probably